Ladies and gentlemen, Fester's about to roll out a brand new show, a game show here on the MJ Morning Show. And do we have a name for this? Is this a one-off or is this a potential series here on the program?
I don't know that it's a series because...
All right, is it a one-off?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so
Is it a Wink Tinkle Crotch
No,
production?
it's not a game or nothing. MJ.
It's not a game? I'm confused.
It's some kind of game because Fester wants to quiz us on some kind of definition or a word. And
Yes.
can you explain? You're going to give us the definition and we have to guess the word and none of us are going to know what it is? Or
MJ, I've
right.
heard this word for the first time the other day, like 3 days ago.
3 days ago you heard. So you're 50 years old now.
Yes.
And you heard a word for the first time. And listen, this happens. There are words that I hear in movies or on television or words that I read in a book or an article. And I'm like, what is that word? And typically in context, I can figure out what it means. But sometimes I look things up. I've got a list of words. If you look at my notepad on my phone, I've got a list. I probably have 200 words.
What? For what reason?
You want to see my word? I'll hold it. You want to see my word list?
Yeah.
I mean, why?
Yeah, let's see this.
Words that I want to maybe incorporate in. You know what?
You're a
you-
wordsmith?
No. It's about learning every day.
Yeah,
it's
building
about
a vocabulary.
It's about growing as a human being. You know, when you stop learning, you're dead. Okay.
Okay.
If you're not evolving, you're dead.
You know.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, let me show you my list.
Okay,
That's like
I
people
can't-
who read. Go ahead, Roger.
All right. So here's my
I was
word.
just gonna say,
Look. Hold on.
I kind of think this is dorky, but I also kind of like you more for it.
Is
that weird?
Dorky.
All right,
Oh my gosh! Look how long that is.
Look at this. This is my word list.
Read
Seriously.
a couple of them. Spatula.
Matriculate.
What does that mean?
Invectives. A lot of these I know and I have
Yeah.
used, but I like the word, like codify,
You say the word codify and then you write it in your pad.
Don't
bull, bulwark,
What?
Bulwark.
Yeah.
This is a bunch of bulwark.
machinations,
Never heard you say that.
I hate this.
recalcitrant,
Oh, that sounds icky.
nascent, prescient. I know prescient.
I've heard you say
I
prescient.
love that
Yeah.
movie.
Luddite.
He's a rapper.
I can hold my list up to MJ TV. I got to let the camera kind of. But I mean, this
Focus in.
is my list here.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
I got tons of words here.
Okay, so
I
don't-
never knew you
Oh,
guys.
like reprobate. I love reprobate.
Oh, so do I.
It's a great word. Troglodyte. You know, which
What'd you call me?
Like a caveman.
Oh.
You know,
But you have to shout out the definitions to these when you're saying them too. They're just like a lot of them just are like
Yeah.
Some of them it looks like he
Sounds.
has a definition next to
I mean,
it.
you're just kind of just like spewing out sounds, but you have to give the full definition of the word to have it incorporated into
It's like-
dialogue.
It's like when you learn the word birtation.
Like what is what does reprobate mean?
come on. You know what? You're not going to learn unless you look it up. And
He doesn't.
and I
You don't know.
I do know.
Write it down.
The word.
You tell me, and I'll look it up.
Just the word reprobate was used in the holdovers. Paul Giamatti, the boarding school teacher, called the kids that were left over a bunch of reprobates, which is a great word.
Which means
And Fester,
in
look,
that definition, you kind of gave it away then.
I know what the freaking word means, and also but without it's also sort of used humorously. See if that's in the definition. So reprobate is used typically in a funny or humorous, almost like sarcastic fashion, a lot of times.
An unprincipled person, humorously used, affectionately used,
Look-
like a rascal.
Yeah, and I don't know what the hell it means. So Paul Giamatti called the whole. If you haven't seen The Holdovers, that's a great movie. That is a phenomenal movie. The Holdovers with Paul Giamatti, and The Holdovers are like 4 kids that were not able to go home over Christmas break.
Okay.
And the holdovers every year at this boarding school are the ones that stay on campus during Christmas vacation while everyone else goes off. And
toy soldiers.
yeah, it was great movie. So reprobate. All right, Fester.
Yes.
Let's get into your word game here.
So
And I'm confused. What the hell are you doing?
it's nothing to be confused over. I just saw this word. I didn't even hear it. I saw it written. I was like, what? And I had to look it up,
Mhm.
and it has an actual definition, and the definition makes so much sense. Why isn't it used in everyday vocabulary? And then I asked about a half a dozen people, a couple of guys that I work with. I asked my wife, I asked my
Right.
kids.
All right.
None of them have heard this word before.
And you're going to give us the definition, and then we have
I'll
to
tell you what it means. As soon as I tell you what it means, you'll know what it should be.
What?
hold on.
All right, we're gonna get it. Here it is. Here it is.
I'm so confused.
Yeah,
Say
yeah,
Jack
we're all
after a
we're all
stroke.
confused.
Okay, so here we go.
Are you going to start doing Dervis Purvis Perpacious?
You giving us a partation?
Dervis Purvis
Feel a partition coming on.
Today is called today. I'll see you today.
Okay.
I'll see you today. I'm going to.
Dude, you have
Roxanne's catching. Listen, Roxanne's catching a flight today.
Right.
Tomorrow
Yep.
is tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Roxanne will be in Italy tomorrow.
Oh, you know what's a good Italian expression? Sempre avanti.
There's nothing to do with that.
There's always
Yes.
tomorrow.
Jesus, listen.
Semper Fi.
What is no? That doesn't mean that either, Phil. What is the day after tomorrow called?
Today?
No, today is today. Tomorrow is tomorrow. What is the day after tomorrow called?
What's
Sunday.
the day after yesterday?
Right, it's
called?
not called the day of the week. Like tomorrow is Saturday. Why wouldn't you call it Saturday? It's
like
called tomorrow.
sort of like 2 weeks is a fortnight.
Yes,
Oh, I got it. It's tomorrow.
That's good.
close. Close.
3 morrow.
Not bad.
But you're saying that,
There's a name for
wait a
it.
minute,
There you go.
and you're saying once you say the name, I'll recognize it?
No, you won't because you've never heard it.
It's a
but
new word.
It'll make sense. Like,
Okay.
oh, have you ever heard the word that is the definition of the day after tomorrow? And it's not to tomorrow, which is a good answer. Or what would you say?
3 tomorrow.
3 morrow.
Three
Tomorrow.
tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow, 3 tomorrow. Couple of days down the road's 4 tomorrow.
Yeah.
That would make sense,
Okay.
but that's not it.
I you got me baffled.
You've never heard the word before.
I'm bafflated.
You ready?
Lay it on us.
This better be good.
It's not a joke word. It's a real word.
Okay, well,
It's overmorrow.
I hate you.
Over Morrow?
That sounds like over yonder.
No.
Hey, are you coming over Morrow?
Today is today. Tomorrow's tomorrow. The next day is overmorrow.
What if you have a friend named Morrow? You're going to be over them all the time?
Come over morrow, Morrow.
Over Morrow.
Over morrow.
I've never heard that in my life.
Neither have I.
That's stupid.
Where the hell did you hear over Morrow? How did this come up?
I'm attempting to do some kind of show prep, and I saw it used in a thread on Reddit
Somebody used the word over Morrow on Reddit.
because the person said they used this word over Reddit, and I've never heard it before. I'm like, come on, what word have you never heard of before? And over Morrow, and then like, why? This makes such good sense, and why is? Well, see you over Morrow. But
What
that's
do you
not.
call it next Tuesday?
It depends if I see you or not.
Yeah,
Oh,
it might
okay.
be. It might be an over Morrow. It could be.
I mean,
if
if
you're talking about it on Sunday.
Yeah. Like if a bunch of people are aggravating you a bunch of, on a Sunday, they're a bunch of overmorrows.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I have no idea. Look, the day after tomorrow is overmorrow.
Never
You know,
heard. Never heard of
I
this.
kind of hate the word, but I kind of like the concept of new words that you didn't know.
Yeah.
That serve a purpose.
MJ, will you ever use that word over Morrow?
All right. We got
Like-
a Hal Herman segment coming up overmorrow.
And that's the day after tomorrow.
You know what?
Right.
I can't even imagine me. It's stupid sounding.
It's really stupid sounding.
It's dumb.
You're,
You know, I think if you use the word over
I hate it.
Morrow,
you're an idiot.
you know, you're an absolute
And-
tool sack.
And if you're like, hey, why don't you come over Morrow? Oh, that doesn't even sound right. Over Morrow?
Oh,
I want you to come over Morrow.
Let's get. Hey, can you go to lunch today, Roxanne?
No, I can go over Morrow.
What, did you bust into Italian?
But listen, MJ, it's just a word I'd never heard of, and I was like, huh. And you probably know more words than anybody else I know.
You have succeeded in bafflating me, which should be a word, bafflated.
It should be.
Yeah, that's one of my invented words. I'm bafflated. I've never heard over Morrow. I've never seen over Morrow. I've read ridiculous amounts of material over the years doing show prep for this program for the last 30 years, I've never seen overmorrow even used in an article or in a book.
Never in a book, in a story, never.
I think I'm over segment. Just kidding, Fester.
I don't get it. It doesn't make sense at all.